on my physical TBR that I genuinely really want to read, but I also do not think I'm actually going to like. Like, I'm not just like, I don't know if I'll like them. Like, I think that I'm not gonna like these books, and yet I want to read them. This video is brought to you by Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. This is the Alcott edition. It's gorgeous. I'd heard amazing things, like it was all over the internet before it released, and then as soon as it came out, I heard nothing but terrible, terrible reviews, and I was like, well, I already paid for it, so we'll just see, I guess. It's a special edition. I spent way too much money on this, so like we're gonna read it. But I've seen like dozens of like scathing reviews of this book, so I don't have high hopes. I don't think I'm gonna like it. The second is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Every time I read this, I think Lorelai Gilmore because it kind of is Gilmore Girls coded. Like this vibe, it feels Gilmore Girls coded. This has awful reviews on Goodreads, like terrible, like a 3.1 average rating or something, and yet it's like all over Book Talk every single fall, and I found it in my thrift store for $3, and so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna read it next fall because I am morbidly curious. Spark of the Everflame. I don't physically have my copy of the first book on me. It is at my apartment because it's on like my priority TBR. I want to get it over with as soon as possible. I have heard good things about this series. I have. The problem is people who like this series seem to also like the Romantasy series that I personally cannot stand, like Phantasma. I feel like so much of Romantasy is just a little bit too much of like, oh my goodness, he's so shadow daddy, he's so hot. I don't judge people for eating that up. It just personally, like that kind of male main character gives me such a massive ick, almost universally. So if that's what this book has going for it, I think it's gonna be a no for me, but I am going to read it. Anyway, another book that I don't physically have on me because it is at my apartment is King of Wrath by Ana Huang. I have no confidence that I will like Ana Huang's books. In fact, I would put down a solid sum of money that I will not like her books. I'm a lower spice girly, for one. For two, I am very, very critical of writing quality in the books that I consume, and three, I don't do anything with toxic relationships. And then the last book on this list is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker. This is very similarly to Spark of the Everflame. Like, I just don't think true romantasy works for me. I just don't think that character dynamic works for me. This one is worse though, because I did read the first chapter of this on KU a long time ago. It was so purple prose that it was excruciatingly painful to read, and I set the book down and had no interest in picking it back up until I was at this book ball and Sarah Parker was there, and my friend talked me into buying a copy of this book to get signed. She'd read the book, right? And she like suddenly, I didn't know what was happening. Suddenly she had talked me into it, and I was buying this $40 book of a book that I don't even think I'm really gonna like. And so I did get it signed with like a special exclusive signing stamp. And this edition is gorgeous. Like, look at these end papers. But I don't actually think I'm gonna like this book.